Hey everyone, my name is Eric, and I am bike packing the Ohio to Erie Trail from Cleveland to Cincinnati in August 2025. These videos are mostly going to be a daily summary for my friends and family, but I thought I'd put them on YouTube in case anybody else out there wants to hear a few ramblings from a biker who's done the trip and maybe wants to know what the current conditions are on the trails. It's been great weather here to start out. I did 37 miles today, which is pretty short for my itinerary for the rest of the trip. Today was Cleveland to Akron, starting out in Edgewater Park. My wife and I drove from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area up to Cleveland last night, and she dropped me off at Edgewater Park at 9:30. I looked for a Ohio to Erie Trail sign to begin the journey and get a photo op. Didn't see one. If it exists, I just didn't see it. I did dip my rear tire in Lake Erie as is customary. Proceeded across Edgewater Park, and I didn't see an Ohio to Erie Trail sign along that trail for the first 2.5 miles. But once I saw that first Ohio Bike Route 1 sign, I did see plenty of other ones, so that was very nice to have along the way. I grew up in Northeast Ohio, so this has been great to be back home. Grew up biking along the towpath when it was still under construction in places in the 90s with my family. So great to be here amongst all the other people that are still out enjoying Cuyahoga Valley National Park. I probably passed around 100 other people here on this beautiful Sunday in Northeast Ohio. The trail conditions were great. There wasn't any construction. I thought there was going to be some construction according to some maps that I saw in the Boston area along the towpath, but I didn't see it. I also want to talk about the bike that I'm using for this journey. It's been 9 years since I last bike packed, and I wanted, once I learned about this company, I knew I needed to get this bike because I wanted to get into bike packing more. It's the Priority 600. If you've never heard of Priority, they do belt drive bikes entirely. So that means no chain, no derailleur, no hanger, nothing like that. Nothing that's covered in grease, nothing that gets your hands dirty, nothing that gets covered in limestone, falls apart, comes out of adjustment, whatever. This has been great, and I hope that I know it's going to hold together for this trip. It's a solid bike. So not an ad, but Priority, if you want to pay me, sure. I will sell your bicycle. This is awesome. Trail conditions, like I said, been great. Hung out in Peninsula with my cousin for lunch. There are plenty of things to do along the way in the national park. If you've never been to Cuyahoga Valley National Park, yes, it might not be Yosemite, but that's not the point. This was a national recreation area between Cleveland and Akron to protect it from development, and it has really done its job. It's a beautiful, it's one of the key parts of Northeast Ohio and what makes this place such a great place to live. I only moved to Pittsburgh for work 10 years ago, so that's why I'm there. It's not, I didn't, Northeast Ohio is great, all right? And I tell everybody in Pittsburgh that Northeast Ohio is great, and vice versa. I tell people around here that Pittsburgh is not as bad as they think it is. So kind of a fun dynamic in my life, and I hope this video series convinces a lot of you, or well, just people in general, that hey, Ohio's pretty nice. So hopefully that's what I actually see after this journey. Yeah, so 9 a.m. What did I say? It's 9:30 this morning. Got to North Akron around 3, which is where I'm staying for the night. 37 miles. It was a pretty easy day. Tomorrow is going to be a lot harder. 75 miles to Millersburg. I don't remember the mileage for a lot of the other journeys, but a lot of other segments. But beyond that, it's Mount Liberty, which is near Mount Vernon, Columbus near the airport, and then Xenia, and then Cincinnati. So Friday night, my wife will come back out and pick me up, and we will spend 2 nights in Cincinnati, a place I've never really spent much time. So, hey, that's going to be great to see some parts of Ohio I'm maybe not too familiar with. On my Priority 600 in this beautiful weather, couldn't ask for more. So end of the video is going to be a bunch of clips that I took today. Just grab my phone from the handlebar, pointed it around. Nothing sophisticated here. If you want sophisticated slick video editing, you got to find somebody else. You're not going to get it from me. This is just going to be ramblings with a couple videos tacked on in Google Photos and then upload to YouTube. So Thanks for listening, and see you again tomorrow. Folks, this is 4.1 acres you may never see again. All right, here begins the part of the towpath I'm most familiar with. The OG towpath. OG for original gravel. Yep. Rockside Road.